Okay.
Not out yet.
I don't see a rash. Do you?
It's emerging. I can see bumps.
I don't. Anyway.
Is denial a symptom of scabies? You haven't eaten oranges in a while, you said. What's your vitamin C levels?
Scabies.
What are your
I
citrus?
don't have scabies.
When was the last time you had a citrus fruit?
Well, I mean, I was crushing through a case of clementines, which, by the way, do you call them clementines or cuties?
Clementines.
The kids call them cuties.
That's stupid. That's not what they're called.
The brand name on the thing. I'm like, they're clementines.
Well, that's like people who call it
tissues and
chapstick
Kleenex.
or Kleenex. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I call them clementines because that's their
I call them
scientific
clementines
name.
too. But anyway,
I'm a man of science.
So yeah, it's yeah. No, I don't know. I used to.
Yeah,
crush
you were.
through a
Yeah,
whole
you
container,
used to eat a lot of citrus fruit.
and that was only a couple months ago. And
now
now
all of a sudden the rash is emerging.
I don't have scabies. This is like what sailors got when they're coming across the ocean. By the way, did you get my post about the pirate ships being for sale?
Oh, that was so
3 pirate
cool.
ships with cannons, Mark, are for sale. Working
That's
cannons.
awesome.
Working cannons.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know
even
if they were
awesome.
like I don't know if they were like movie props, like these ships.
Doesn't
Like
matter.
these are big ships. Like they're actual pirate ships with working cannons.
The
I mean,
problem
it was well over 7 figures. But I said
Worth the investment. I don't know how to sail though. That's the problem.
I
Well,
don't.
we'll figure it out.
I don't think.
Well,
it
I'd get
matters.
a first mate.
I wouldn't.
You're just gonna do it by yourself.
I
You
would
can't.
I would get motors put in, like actual
Nope.
motors.
I'd keep it historical,
Historical.
accurate,
It's,
and I'd get a bunch of.
you're gonna get scabies then.
My crew is going to because I'm gonna be the captain. I'm gonna have all the citrus fruit hoarded.
Smart.
I'm gonna give them
How long does the citrus fruit
all the
fruit
salt.
last?
I'm gonna give them all the salt tack.
the salt tack. It's like
Well,
salt,
I guess the only modern amenity I'd put in is a fridge. But I wouldn't tell the sailors.
You'd have to
so
have
they
solar.
would think it's.
You could have Starlink.
I would.
You could have
I would.
Starlink on your
I'd have to
pirate-
disguise it as
your
something
pirate
else though,
ship
so the
has
crew wouldn't know.
Starlink.
So the crew wouldn't know. I have
you know those push pops that we did
Yeah.
on episode 78.
Yeah.
Well,
good memory on episode 78.
Oh my God,
I found a company that will professionally make and print the cardboard tubes. And in my brain, I'm like, I don't know, mine was better because it was clear tubes and you could see it inside.
So I have to be honest. I think in some
And mine are machine washable.
that's true. That is a big plus. So I think the clear tube has pros and cons. For things like the crab rangoons, it was good. But now that we're a
The
few
chicken
episodes,
I think that was my favorite.
but the taste was my favorite.
Although the
I do
food-
have to say that visually, it was horrifying.
I disagree.
I
Really?
Yeah,
Come on.
It wasn't calling my name until
like, it
until I
tasted-
tried
But,
it.
I mean,
like,
what about the Chinese food one? It had an egg roll, the full Chinese food meal, and then that was visually stunning.
Yeah, the Chinese food one, the crab rangoon, the Chinese food one.
All right, so let's
It's when you put a homogenized
so let's tease this out.
cheesy
let's
thing.
tease this out. Say you were working for one of our sponsors and you were going to be, going to a food truck and saying, "Hey, can you make an item that would fit inside a push pop? It could be anything." And
Birria tacos.
Tease out, yeah, right, right. How do you do that in a clear tube or do you give them the cardboard tube?
I think you actually have to. You'd have to test both. You'd have to put one. So I'm just thinking Gordon Ramsay right now. You got to plate one in the kitchen to see what it looks
I
like.
wonder if Gordon Ramsay's doing push pops, if he's ever done one.
we got to do a typewriter episode. And we're gonna ask him.
I should have brought the typewriter.
Well, Goose. Make a note. We're gonna type a letter to Gordon Ramsay about push pops.
I got a fart.
Good thing we're in pre-show.
Do you mind?
No, go ahead, let it rip, buddy.
I don't know though, because when you do, we have to leave for hours.
I don't know if that's your thing.
It's not.
That's your brand.
I mean, I know what my brand is, but it's not like yours.
We're on set. Do your thing.
No, I'm gonna keep it in.
Okay. One more thing for pre-show, but I think we
I'm
do
gonna
have
save
to.
this one from Mark.
We do have to test.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna crop dust them.
Yeah, that was I forgot the word.
I do that to the kids, and then I get them all arguing about who did it.
I do the same thing. In fact, the funny thing is I'll find a kid who's having a bad day, and I'll walk over to him and be like, "I'm gonna crop dust them. Watch." and like that kid's day immediately turns around to positive.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say,
No.
I find the kid who's having a bad day and I make
No,
everybody
no.
think it's him.
No. God, no. I find
That's what I thought,
I
too.
find the kid that's having a bad day, and I walk over to that kid. And I say, "I'm gonna go crop dust those kids over there. Watch this." And like they immediately start smiling. I look over at them and like I give them the nod, and then I walk by, totally crop dust, stand right next to them. They're all like, "What are you doing? Why are you standing so close?" I'm like, "Nothing. Can't a teacher just enjoy his students?" And I'll walk around and mill around them for a sec. I'll look back at the kid, give the nod, and then walk away. And they're all like, "Oh," and they look at me. I'm like, "Yep, that was me." I'm like,
Oh, you admit it.
Are you kidding? Admit it. I'm super proud of it.
I make it into the Salem witch trials where they are all pointing fingers. And it wasn't me on the last episode, like when
No,
we
you
did
know
Fartgate.
why?
I was driving the bus.
No,
In the
'Cause
classroom.
the kids know their own brand too. Like all of my students, no lie, all of my students know
They can identify.
on
Mine
the
can't.
bus, because on the bus there's only 3 kids that ever
Fart on the bus,
yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say break wind. I was gonna say it. I don't know why I was gonna be so professional about that when I swear like a sailor. But they know that. They know which,
Those are the
which
3.
student it is. Yeah.
Huh, interesting. Well, I was going to air my grievances, but I'll trauma dump that on you guys after. Let's make a podcast, boys. Welcome to Non-Professional Development. My name's Ted.
And my name is Dave. So as you can probably see, we are not your ordinary podcast. We're here to make you laugh on your drive in and home from work.
But we do have a couple rules on our pod.
Yep.
The first one's so easy. Teaching is fun. It's okay to laugh at yourself and all the funny things that happen during your school day. That's why we're here.
Yes. Next up, no negativity. So like rule 1, this is a lighthearted show, not a gripe session. So if we ever find ourselves or a guest being negative, we hit you with one of these buzzers.
And last, but super not least, between all the laughs, we want to make sure we give you some useful content.
Hopefully.
And we want to get some back from all of you too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. All right, well, welcome back to Non-Professional Development. I'm Ted,
I'm harassed by text messages, Dave.
and this is... This is going to be a fun episode, dude.
I can already tell.
Before we kick
Most of them are.
before we
I
kick
have
the
this weird
episode off,
arm itch though. I don't.
Scabies.
Still itchy.
you don't watch the
like
pre-show,
one
you should
spot.
go back and watch the
Like,
pre-show.
look, I don't see anything. Do you
That's how
see anything, Mark?
scabies starts. Look
Nothing.
at
Yeah,
look
it's
up
red.
scabies. Look up
I see
scabies.
nothing. Don't look up scabies. I don't have scabies. Are you kidding me? There's nothing on my skin. My
Oh yeah, I
skin
guess we probably should look at pictures of scabies.
my
Oh, well,
s-
like signs
my
and
skin
symptoms.
is completely.
Intact.
Just stop touching it.
There's nothing there. Why does it itch?
Stop touching it.
Mark, Google why does it
Psychosomatic?
itch?
No.
See what it, see what comes up. Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, don't Google scabies and don't look up why does it itch. So before we kick this episode off, I did something funny by accident. I really didn't mean to like do it for the show, and I know it actually is true because he said nothing about it. So when I was doing the storyboard for the episode, listeners, viewers, we do like a loose storyboard, just like, I make a fun episode. That's my job when I come down before everybody gets here. I board out the episode and I said, oh, you know what I'm going to do today so that we can just be like even more smooth, so we can take mom's advice and stop being best friends who finish each other's sentences. I thought you were going to do
This
it.
is going
Darn it.
horribly already.
So I color coded the board.
Is there a peacock in the room?
There might be. I'm going to let it out later. So
feel
I
like
color coded our storyboard, and I thought I was so smart, and I got all the way to the end. And that's when it really did dawn on me. I was like, this doesn't even matter. My co-host is colorblind, so it does not even matter that I
I'm
color
not
coded.
colorblind, but
But isn't it like red, blue?
red, green.
Red, green.
I think red, green color deficiency. I think 1 in 10 people have it. 1 in 10 guys.
you are a rare gentleman. But like, can you tell the colors up there?
This is red.
Yes.
Yeah. Green, blue, red, blue, green,
Oh, good.
red, green.
You did it. It was a test.
I see color. I'm not
I assumed-
colorblind. I see color, but like if there's certain shades of red and green next to each other, I can't tell.
I just
can't
assumed
tell
you
which,
saw-
I can't tell which is which. But if you separate them, it's like a cardinal in the grass. Can't see it. I can see the shape.
Right.
Can't see it though. It
I just
doesn't
assumed
stand
you
out.
saw like the dog from the movie Up.
No. I see color. What's that? I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 10. Google it.
This one we can Google.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 10. What's the
red, green color
red green
deficiency.
color deficiency prevalence?
Putting some science on you people today. Color not blind, deficient.
Deficiency. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 10.
Most
common color vision impairment. 0.8 or 8% of men.
Oh, so it's more prevalent in men.
8% of men have it.
Interesting.
Like,
Pull
so
up the one with the
I'm not-
numbers. Click that.
I'm not alone.
Click that.
Oh, I hate these.
Can you see
stupid
that?
things?
Can you
I
do
have
the numbers?
I have an embarrassing statement to make about this.
Can we make it big?
Do you want an embarrassing statement about these color vision dot things?
In a second. Audio
my
only. You're going to
God,
want to
this
tune
is
into the
gonna be-
YouTube.
this is
We
not
are
good.
doing a color deficiency test with Dave.
Oh, I
and
hate
it's the
this
circles
already.
with the numbers in them. Can you read any of those?
I think.
Try.
0,
Good.
4,
Great. Ooh, the third one's tough.
2,
Nice.
5,
Yep.
5 again,
Great.
8.
Dude, you got 100.
Yeah, but that's not easy. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty. I can.
That
barely
was
see
hard,
it.
like,
I can barely see it.
That's so interesting
So
to me.
here's the embarrassing thing: is when I got hired at the police department.
Oh,
Yeah. Here we go. I'm about to admit fault in my life. So when I got hired at the
Cheated
police
on the
department,
vision test.
I did.
I was just saying, I didn't even, I don't know the story. I swear I don't know the story.
This is embarrassing.
Say
You know, the lie detector test, I was fine. Like I haven't done anything in my life that
you have
required me to
integrity.
Yeah, right. And the psych exam is still they're still
Up for debate.
They're still analyzing it now. But actually, I have a funny story about that too. But so the vision test though, you said you have to have perfect color vision, and it seems odd to me that you need perfect color vision to be a police officer.
You're turning on the red and blue lights. You don't have to look at them.
Yeah, but I see color. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's a deficiency. It's not a blindness. You know.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So, but anyway, I was nervous about the test going in, and so I don't want to say that there was a doctor involved, but a doctor said, well, they all use the same test. I'm like, oh, do they? And I ordered the test off of. It wasn't Amazon at the time. Actually, it probably was, but it was. I didn't order it from Amazon.
Yeah,
I
it was
ordered off the internet, and I memorized the order and the what they looked like. And when the test came up, the ones that I couldn't tell, I remembered, and I said the number. So which was sort of cheating, but not.
I know. I
quite
don't think
cheating.
No,
that's
it's preparing.
Yeah, something
you
like
were.
that.
It's not your fault they didn't change the test.
Something like that. So
And I don't
the
think
psych
that's like-
the psych exam's the funny one though. I don't know if I ever told you this story.
No, I didn't hear any of
Did you
those
ever? I ever
stories.
tell you this story? Mark? So the psych exam. So they send for a psych exam a psych eval to make
Yeah.
sure you're not a psychopath. Which I questioned.
Did you have to take like the 10,000 question test? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, but I question like how accurate those are because we see in the news all the time. I'm like, how did
Well,
that guy
like
get through?
Yeah, the questions
But so-
they're
but
insane
so-
too. It's like, do you enjoy chopping wood in the forest alone or
Yeah.
a tea party with 4 friends?
Yeah,
And I'm like,
and they did like the whole ink.
Those are,
blot
like, real
test
questions
thing.
on there.
Like they did the ink blot test thing, which I thought was hilarious.
oh, they stopped doing that by the time I got
Because
there.
all I remembered was like from the movie Armageddon, where he's like, my dad not being proud of me. This like he's just going there. I'm like, oh my god.
You should have done that and seen what
Oh
happened.
my god. Oh no, this is Harry not being proud of me. This is Harry not like you guys remember it from the movie. And then the other guy's like, this is someone with boobs. This is somebody with boobs. This is you with boobs. Like anyway. But so the psych eval, I'll never forget, is the 3 candidates that they were considering hiring. We all got scheduled for the same time block. But they didn't tell us who was what order. So we all showed up at the same time, and we were all sitting in the waiting room, and I got called first. And so the other 2 individuals, one of whom ended up getting hired with me, he was second, right? And so I go in first, and I'm in there, and the guy, the psychiatrist or psychologist, whatever they are, he was fascinated by my disaster work. Right, with the government, responding to hurricanes and stuff like that. And he started telling me his stories about trying to get on the team and how he was asking me questions about the government hiring process, right? And so for the entire time I was in there, like we did a couple things, but then once it got to that, like it was lights off, game over. Like all he wanted to know was about the disaster team and not about me, but about the hiring process. And so I was explaining to him, I was telling him how to get through it. I was explaining to him how it works and everything like that. And he's like, oh, yeah. Never asked me a single question of like how it affected me or anything. Like, didn't care. So I was in there for probably an hour, right? I mean, we're talking 40 minutes to an hour. I was in with this psychiatrist, right? So the next person goes in who,
I know who it is.
yeah. So the next person goes in after me. He's in there for 10 minutes, Mark. Comes out. And the next person goes in, 10 minutes, is out, right? So he sees me at the next phase of the thing, and going into his brain is like, I was in there for 10 minutes. That dude was in there for an hour.
Yeah, this guy's got to be
and the other
nuts.
the other guy was in there for 10 minutes. That guy was in there for an hour.
Nuts.
Right. So like, I just, to this day, I laugh about that because I'm like, and I never talked about it with him. I really should, but to this day, I
That's
laugh
funny.
because I'm like, I wonder if he thought any weirder of me because I
Like
was
that you
in
were
the
on like
psych
the big
exam
long
for
couch. Like it all started
I was in
when
the
I was
psych
a
exam
kid.
for an hour, and then this guy was in there for probably like 10 minutes.
It's
but-
funny. I do not remember any of mine. I remember how the office looked because it's like it's a whirlwind and like you're just so stressed out. And it's
Fast,
like, you know, like and like all I'm thinking about. And I had just gone through like that 1,000-question test, and then they bring me in. I remember one specific question they asked me because it stuck out. Because even in my head, I was like, "Are you asking everybody this question? Because that's like a silly question. Like, it just wasn't like It wasn't like, hey, how are you going to handle like seeing like potentially horrific things?
Yeah.
He was like, what are your buddies going to say? And I was like, this is already weird direction. He's like, what are your buddies going to say if they hand you a joint? I was like, and now when I got hired, it was like 2011. So already nobody was calling stuff like that. Like, I'm like, he's like, what if you're sitting at a house party, somebody hands you a joint? How are you going to respond to having to tell? How are you going to respond to having to tell them no? And I was like, I'm just going to tell them no. He's like, but peer pressure is really hard. I was like, I'm 22. I'm like, I'm not in 8th grade. Like,
Listen, listen, buddy.
I just read, that is the only
buddy,
question.
I played darts with heroin needles all day long. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Like,
He's like, but,
that was bad.
But like, it was
have to
just
probably
that's the
bleep
only
that.
question I remember because he probably asked me serious stuff, but it was like that was the only question because I was like, that's a silly question. Like, I'm just gonna tell my friends no. So, on a more serious note,
I can't imagine what that would be at this point.
I know already off the rails. And I am gonna bring it back though because I do want to talk about this on the show.
I kind of want a push pop, like a chicken parm push pop from episode 12.
Cardboard one though. So I do want to go over this because I was really excited. It was like the happiest moment of my week. I think you know what I'm going to say.
I don't.
Oh, well, when I get there, you will. I had one of the most amazing
seeing
moments. Yes, twice
I
this
knew
week
it.
too.
I knew it, Mark.
I had
Still got
an
it.
amazing moment
Still
this
got
week. My first student, one of my seniors,
Oh, I do know now.
passed their national registry test for the EMT.
Got their license.
And I have my first official EMT at the school.
Licensed emergency medical
Licensed
technician.
EMT.
That's so
And even though they don't know anything about this podcast, I want them to know somewhere in the atmosphere how
cool. Oh, dude, it was awesome.
how proud I am.
I was
of
there when he
them.
got the news, Mark, and like his face was like, and I'm like, I remember my first student that got their license, and like I'm still
Electric.
friends with them, you know, like, and now she's a medic in the military.
Yeah, you were telling me,
Just
yeah.
graduating with her degree. Yeah,
It was just an amazing moment, and it's not about me. I want this to be
it's super
all
cool.
about them.
That's a hard test, and
They
that
worked-
that kid had to fight for it.
They
Like,
worked
that's
so
not
hard. Well,
easy.
that's what I wanted to bring up is two things about that
keeping
news.
these
One,
kids motivated. You know,
One, amazing that the student did it. But a little backstory for listeners and viewers: this student was amazing all the way through the EMT course. And if you're not an EMT,
it's one of the hardest tests.
it is incredibly difficult.
So I was just with somebody last night who said that they passed personally. Oh no, it was the guy that was in the room with us that day
Oh, yeah,
touring.
yeah.
So he said he passed his son failed the EMT test 3 times, but then went to school for nursing, passed the NCLEX first time. And he said that the EMT test is the hardest test I've ever taken. Yeah. It's a hard test.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
And just the course material. If you're not, you know, like I had it a little bit. I don't want to say easier, but like from our last job, I was doing emergency medicine, so
Yeah.
like just the concepts made sense to me. But you take somebody who's never done anything medical in their life,
junior taking a junior level college class.
who's never done anything medical in their entire
Right.
lives.
And just the vocabulary alone.
I was going to say,
Oh my
just
God.
the vocab and just the...
Which, by the way, that's made me a better teacher is doing vocab for EMT.
100%.
I didn't realize how hard it was for these kids to not know words they didn't do. So I started teaching prefixes, suffixes, and root words. Like we threw it into the
breaking
curriculum.
words up.
Yeah,
And
because I realized
it's huge.
That's how they get the words.
And so beyond that, and this is the point I wanted to make on that, is
I
like,
just use educational words.
yeah.
Prefix, suffix. I did.
Yeah,
that.
I was
I'm
going to
proud
say
of myself.
you English teachered it.
I feel like, can you pat me in the back? Thank you.
So
I'm proud of myself.
the biggest part, though, this is what I wanted to bring up for all teachers out there who are teaching really difficult, complex concepts, is teaching those concepts is possible. First of all,
Yeah.
you as a teacher, you have to say, like, you cannot be discouraged if it's not going your way right away. You have to, like, stay the course. I urge you to stay the course because it's so worth it.
Yeah. So and to that point, the first year I taught it, I didn't graduate a single EMT.
But that's okay.
Second year I taught it, I didn't graduate a single EMT. It was brutal for me for those 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez, what am I doing? Like, this is horrible. You improve. The third year I graduated 2 EMTs,
You stay the
then
course.
4, then 6, and
Right.
now this year
And
I get 8
I
or
think
9.
that's a testament to the teaching part, right?
But
Is
you
like,
got to build. You got to,
and you have to reflect. You have to look in the mirror and be like, okay, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What was indifferent? How
Yeah.
do I make it better? But on the student side, this is the part that, and I think we do get better at this as teachers too, which is why I urge you to stay the course, is I can teach all the prefixes and suffixes. I can teach all the material. I know they'll get it. These are great kids and they're smart. The more important thing we teach is the resiliency. This kid got gut punched, not once, not twice, 3 times.
Yeah.
Gut punched.
Yeah.
And they came so close the last time. And it wasn't so much of, and part of it is how do I help you study better? How do I help you get there content wise? But you know it. How do I teach you? How do I give you the skills to not give up
Yeah.
in the face of being gut punched 3 times? And those are the skills. If you're teaching something super complex, or even if you're not, my usable content for the day is the skills are the skills, and they can get it and they'll get there. The bigger things you have to teach them is the life things of do not give up. And I think you say it day one, and it's one of the most important things that you say is we will never give up on you.
Yeah.
We will never tell you that you can't take this test. We will never tell you that you can't do it. And I think somewhere in the back, because after the 3rd time the student went through, I was like, this is going to be a mountain to climb to get them back to the point of feeling like they can do this, because it was a real gut punch the last time. And that's what I spent the time doing. It wasn't the questions. It wasn't this. It was, how do we get you feeling confident again? And I'm so proud of
fun
them.
of them.
Yeah.
You just you just make fun of the kids. Like I know that sounds horrible, but I love making fun of the kids, and they make fun of me. Like, they're ruthless. Some of the things they say, it's like,
Yeah.
I was joking. It doesn't seem like you are. Like,
I know. It's like to end on this, on this one, I'm super proud of that student. They did it. I'm so proud of them. But you're right.
But
they are so
but
mean to
I'm
us,
serious.
man, sometimes.
Like I don't know. A kid said to me the other day, I took a picture of the back of my head, and like, Mister, look at this. Look at the gray hair on the back of your head. I'm like, what? And like, I know and they showed me the picture, and I'm like, okay, like, there's no big deal. But I don't know, like, some of the things they say.
Oh, so that's not like, that's like level 1. My juniors, and you know them all in the EMT class, because you heard it the other day when we were teaching. They're like, oh my God.
Oh, they make fun of they call Ted fat.
Yeah,
all the time. They're like
fat shame me.
They call him big back. They call him like fatty.
They
like
started a rumor at the school that I have type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. So I'm teaching Mark, and he goes, so like, oh my God. So I'm teaching about like burn victims or whatever, and it talks about like how, you know, pre-existing medical conditions, and they're like, yeah, they're like Mr. F's diabetes. I'm like, and I look at Ted, I'm like, you have diabetes? He goes, no. And I'm like, and they're like, he does. He has type 2 diabetes. You know, like the kind when you're fat and you just, I'm like, first of all, type 2 diabetes isn't the kind when you're fat. I go, it develops later in life. And they're like, well, you know, kind of because you're fat. I'm like, stop. I'm like, it does have dietary implications. They're like,
That's the one they focus on.
And they're like Mr. like his he's so big. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like he's skinnier than I am.
And then
they're like,
they do this thing for audio only. You're gonna have to jump on and see this. We'll clip it. They do every time. Like I will.
oh, they rub their belly in front of them.
They do that to remind me of my bigness. But they do this other thing right about. I'm about to have a moment of peace. Like I heat up my lunch.
The funny thing is you're like you.
They
bring
do
your
this.
own lunch,
Watch.
and your lunches are super healthy. Oh yeah.
And they wave their hand in front of my face.
That was creepy.
Yeah, but like, and I'm like, I'm just trying to like, I'm like,
you always bring a very healthy lunch, which I think is hilarious.
and they just do this in front of my face,
Like these-
right in front of my face. And once one starts,
Yeah, but
they're
what
like,
is
oh, they're
that?
doing the thing.
I don't even know what that
I think
is.
it's called they call it the scuba. I call it the stinky. And they're like, it's not that.
I
You're
don't know
old.
what it is.
And then they shame me for being old. They're like, you wouldn't get it. And I'm like, well, then stop doing it to me. And they're like,
So
no.
Mark, these kids are eating. I ordered them. Ted and I ordered them 12 pizzas, right, for 36 kids, which is that's
A lot of pizza.
That's enough. Like, there's to be fair,
That would feed a
there's-
Super Bowl party.
To be fair, there's none left over. But that last couple slices, we gotta be like, hey, anybody gotta eat this last one. It's like
Yeah.
a perfect amount. But I mean, so if you do the math on that, each kid's eating a third of a pizza, like
Yeah.
a big pizza, right? And you know, some kids are eating the whole thing, and some kids are having one. So, but these kids are housing like plates of pizza, and Ted's eating like a salad or like rice and like.
I made a
rice
steak
and,
wrap the other day. I had a
steak-
wrap.
Oh yeah, steak wrap. Like it's clearly healthy. It's like a salad and some pieces of steak inside a wrap. And these kids are housing pizza, and they're calling him like.
I took a bite and they're like,
calling him fatty
slow
and-
down. You're gonna breathe in between bites.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
they say the most horrific stuff, and I love it. And like my kids do the same thing. They say,
Oh, yeah,
they're horrific. I love it though. But the funny thing is though, is we were talking about it because like everybody knows, like if I don't like you, I'm not making fun of you,
right.
You know, and so like kids. They get that as well. And so it's funny because like as a teacher, you have to like draw the line on bullying and like you have to make sure they're
Yeah,
not.
absolutely.
And it's so crystal clear the difference between somebody saying something mean and somebody saying something because they, you know,
They feel comfortable
they're
with you.
enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
And so like, oh my God, they say the when I'm driving the bus, they're like, oh, those Coke bottles doing okay, or like I'm like,
Oh, they
what?
make fun of me
Like,
driving the bus because I was so like I'll put my AirPods in to listen to directions and I'll listen to a podcast and I'll never do it again. One day I listened to a funny podcast and I laughed to myself.
Oh, now they think you have like Alzheimer's.
And
or
they're like
dementia.
something funny up there, old man. And I was like, what? they're like, you're laughing to yourself. Like, you all right? And I was like, yeah, it was I listened to something funny in my podcast. They're like, those are your only friends, aren't they?
Those are your
And I was
only
like,
friends. Yeah.
Okay. But they
It's
told
true,
me after
though.
I was
They-
like, but
they-
like we joke around. They're like, Mister, if we stop joking with you,
Yeah.
that's when you should worry.
Yeah.
And
That's true though, but it's funny how that has always sustained. You know, like
it's really humbled my entire life.
oh
It's
my
really,
God, so
really
we
grounded
talk about
me.
it all the time. Like, I mean, Mark, I go into school, I got this bravado. I mean, I have successful business, I've had a successful careers, like I've had an amazing life. You know, you walk into school and they're like, "What's up, fatty?" And you're like, "Okay, all right."
Yeah, I walk in there, they're like, why are you wearing that?
You smell weird today. All right. You go in you immediately go in the bathroom. You're like, I don't smell. Like, what
Mine
are you
was
talking
they're like,
about? Like,
why are you wearing that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just wearing clothes. They're like,
Yeah.
it looks stupid and it doesn't match.
Have you
And I'm
changed
like,
your clothes in the last week? Yes. I don't think you have.
Like, you wear those
I'm
pants three
I'm
times a
and
week. Do you wash
the
them?
second you go home, like, nope, straight to the hamper. Like, I'm making sure that this is in the rotation tomorrow. Like,
I was on Amazon. I'm like, I don't need to buy new pants, but like, I need to get a different color.
the
because
worst-
if
the
they,
worst was-
if
the
they
worst-
think I wear too many.
The worst was, so we let the kids dress down, air quotes, dress down every Friday when we go to the university. That way they can feel like college kids,
Yep.
and they're less embarrassing for us, honestly. But so we let them dress down a little bit. And so the worst one was it was 2 weeks ago. One of the kids said to me, "Oh, we're in outfit B today, huh?" I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Well, you have outfit A, B, C, and D when you're not in your school uniform." I said, are you talking about? They're like, you wear the same 4 things every time you have a school uniform. I'm like, what? They're like, whenever you're out of uniform, you're either wearing the main hoodie, the space hoodie, like, and he starts going through it. I'm like, oh my God, he's right. He's like the flannel, with the orange vest.
Yeah, I
thing.
realized I don't own a lot of clothes.
And I'm like,
in that moment
I'm like,
too.
well,
yeah.
I mean, they're clean in there on the top of the pile because I wore them. He's like, yeah, uniform B or outfit B.
Outfit B.
He said outfit, and I'm like, and it was super embarrassing because immediately
You're like a Sims character.
Immediately,
to
I'm
them.
like, I need to go home and change the rotation. Like, I need to add more things.
I
into
went
it.
out
Like,
and bought more pants because they were like, Mister, are those the only jeans you own?
oh, they did
and
that
I was
to
like,
me too.
I was like,
They're
no,
like,
I just
what
buy
are you-
multiple.
what are
I
you
just
going to
like
the
these
club? They
jeans,
said
so
to
I
me,
buy
I'm like,
multiple
oh,
of the same jeans.
I am not going to
They're
the
like,
club.
They're like, they're like, why would you buy multiple of the same jeans? I was like, because I like these jeans. They're like, that's the oldest thing I've ever
Yep.
heard. By the way, get different jeans because
Yeah.
those are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're just nice jeans. They're like, they're not. So on that note, now that I've been demoralized, but it's all out of love. I love these students. I don't know
think
what I
it
would do
is.
without them.
I think
It
it
is.
is. Yeah,
It is. Because the other day when I was leaving,
It's funny that they don't
It's when they
realize-
leave for the day. That's when I know. So when I leave for the day, or they leave for the day when the bell rings, so they just spent all day in between learning and demoralizing me. The order switches all the time.
It does keep us humble though.
When they
I have to be
leave-
honest, like, it keeps me humble because, like, so you go out on a Friday night or whatever, and like you're immediately like,
You're in the
am
mirror,
I
I'm like,
wearing outfit A?
Yeah, I'm in
And
outfit
you're
B again.
sniffing
Yeah.
yourself. You're checking your hair. Like you take the extra effort because
Yeah.
you're like these stupid
If
kids.
they notice, somebody else is going to notice.
Yeah. You have this super successful individual, and you have these kids that made you feel like I am worse than everybody that's in here. Like I like, it's so funny, but it's funny. What's crazy to me is like the psychology of that. Like, do they believe that way about themselves? Like, is that why teenage psychology is?
I think we're gonna have to cover that in another episode.
Yeah.
I will say though, when they leave, so 2 things. It was like one of them left the other day, and it's one who just hammers me all the time, just making fun of me.
By the way, I have
Turn
that
back.
fork in my car.
I always keep mine.
I forgot to give
for
it to
the
that
student,
student.
yeah.
That was
So turns back and says, "Hey, thank you." I was like, "For what?" I'm like, "For always being there," and then left. So they just called me fat 15 minutes ago, and then says the nicest thing to me before they leave the room, and I'm like,
sometimes
I'm like, do I cry out of shame or do I cry out of happiness or both?
I got
don't
a
know.
student that gives me a fist bump, and they like lock eye contact. They're like,
Yeah.
"Have a good afternoon." I'm like,
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah, and it's
Thanks,
just like
thanks.
stuff like that. And like I walked in the
love
other
it.
day.
Makes a difference.
Neither of you two noticed, but I got a haircut the other day,
I
and
noticed.
and I
I
walked
didn't say
in.
anything,
I
'cause
walked
was
in the
gonna ask
room.
if you were crying about it.
Oh yeah, probably. No, but I walk in.
See, I
one of
just
my
did it,
students
Mark.
goes.
I just did it.
They go, Mister,
Reverse engineered.
you know what? It's a good haircut. And I was like, thank you. They're like, you're still fat though. And I was like, great, thank
Have
you.
you seen those memes that it says when you see a person crying, ask if it's because of their haircut?
Yeah,
I did that to a student. I know it's horrible. There's a
That's funny, though.
No, I know. Well, it worked in the manner I hoped it would.
Yeah, it landed.
But it could have gone.
See, that's
bad.
the big thing is teaching is like, where is the joke gonna land?
Where's the
right?
line between pumping?
Am
the
I
kid
gonna
up
make this
and being
better?
the kid better, or worse?
Am
And
I gonna make this better or horribly worse?
So I was walking down the main hallway, and I was going towards I had to go to a meeting for one of those mid-year evaluations or whatever. So I'm
Yep.
walking towards the main office, and I see one of my students. Their head down, like walking. And I'm like, hey, why aren't you in class? Where you're supposed to be is not in my class at that time. And they're like, oh, I had a really bad night. I've been crying all night. I'm like, is it because of your hair? And she immediately like stops dead in the hall, looks at me and says, what? I said, are you crying because of your haircut? And she looks at me and she goes, that's the most horrible thing to say ever. I go, is that why?
Well, is it though?
Is that why? And she immediately starts laughing. I go, I saw it in a meme. It seemed like funny. It seemed like a good time to try it. She goes, that was the funniest thing that happened. And, like immediately, they turned around, starts laughing. She's
That's
walking
great.
along. I'm like, get back to class. She goes, yeah, I'm on my way. Like immediately turned around and started walking back to class. But it worked. But in the break, like when she stopped dead in the hall, I'm like, oh, I did it. I broke the child. The child.
But see, you know what I think it is, though, too?
Now I have to go to guidance with the child.
Oh,
Like,
2 usable contents in one episode. You know what I think it is though?
is it because of your hair? Your haircut?
I don't think any because you build really, really solid
So do you.
relationships with. Yeah, thank you. But we
I know
build
that
really
because
solid,
they call you fat in front of me.
We build really solid
they
relationships
talk about
with
your
these
diabetes.
kids. Yeah. I don't have
I
diabetes,
should talk
listeners.
to the
Stop.
doctor
Don't
about
send me
that.
Ozempic. I
I'm
don't need
going to
it.
talk to the doctor about that.
I don't.
We share the same doctor, Mark.
Yeah. You could ask Doc Patel about my
I'm
diabetes.
gonna say
I don't have diabetes. Why am I saying it like
do
that?
you have? I'm gonna say Ted's in denial about his type 2 diabetes and see what he says.
See what he says. Yeah. But like, in all honesty, I think it's because of your relationships. Like, if any other teacher probably said that, it would not have landed correctly. But because you build good
All I
relationships
can
with your
imagine
kids,
is like
they
if
didn't
admin's
take it.
walking next to me.
Yeah, that
Imagine
wouldn't
if
have
admin
been
was walking next to me and I said that, they'd be like, like the audible gasp.
But they're not there every day, too. And it's nothing wrong with admin. Like, but we're in the shop with them
Mine would
every
laugh.
day. Yeah, probably. Mine would.
They love
Mine
me.
would too.
And they love you too.
Uh,
My admin loves Ted. So Ted's in the Ted
they
was
do
in,
make it.
Ted,
They see
Ted,
my blue bus pull and they're
Ted
like,
was
gotta
in
get
my
down
Ted
there.
was in my shop with his students doing it, and he got the news that his student passed the EMT test. And my principal walked in at that moment, and I said, and I stopped the principal. First of all, I pumped all the kids up. The principal was there. That's important to do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get the kids on the side that the principal is the good guy, and
Yeah,
and therefore
100%.
the good guy or girl.
Absolutely.
And so my principal just happened to be a medic in the military, and I'm teaching EMT. So I go, hey everybody, I just oh hey, it's going Dr. So and so. I'm like, and like, hey everybody, just so you know, who's a medic in the military, and like immediately,
He thought we were gonna test him. He goes, I'm not gonna remember anything. Please don't ask
I go,
me.
no. I go, Dr. So and so. I go, Mr. just had his first EMT student, and like immediately he lit up too because
Yeah,
it's,
that's cool.
it's such a proud moment for every teacher, like
Right.
so proud. But the kids immediately saw that it was awesome.
Well, I think
Loved it.
The cool part about it too is like my juniors realized in that moment when my student passed, and I meant to bring this up
They
earlier.
could do it. By the way, mine
It made it real. It
Mine-
made it real, and that they could do it.
and mine talked about it after you guys left about how they didn't give up. They didn't give up. They said exactly what you said earlier. So.
It made it real, and it made it mean like I don't have to do this the first
You know what
try.
you need to do is you need to tell that student the impact that them continuing it on made for the lower class.
I don't have to because I had her come down when we got back
You know what? I'm going to do it.
to shop that
Because
day.
that'll show how it went.
For you, yeah.
It went multi-school.
Like-
Like look what you did.
Yeah. So I had her come down
That's awesome.
when we got back to school that day. And the minute
Put it on
she
the school
walked in,
announcements, by the way.
I'm going to.
I did that.
The minute this student walked in the room, I didn't even have to do it. I didn't even say anything. Every junior, the minute she walked through the door, crowded around here, were
I love
screaming
it.
and cheering,
I love it.
giving her hugs.
Love it.
They went crazy. So she knows the impact that it had because the minute she walked, she was like, "What's happening?" I was like, "I didn't do this."
I love it. I love it. Anytime a student earns a license, I have them put it over the announcements for the whole school.
I'm just really
Which, by the way,
excited.
can you imagine?
They're doing their senior
The-
presentations this coming week.
Oh yeah. I put
And
mine off.
when hers comes up, I'm going to announce to the room because I also have
Yeah.
I have 2 EMTs, 2 firefighters, 2 police officers coming too, just to be on the panel.
Very cool.
Just to make it special.
Yeah.
And I'm going to announce when she comes down, or I'm probably going to do it after so I don't freak her out, like ruin her presentation after. Just, hey, just so everybody knows, like I want to give a big shout out, like this is
Love
what
it.
happened this week. So
Love it.
on that note, let's take a break.
You have docks important and old you need to keep safe from humidity and mold? Worried about your tools getting rusty from air that's wet and musty? If you have any box, bin, or cases where dankness could lead to stankness, you need a Dry Tote. Dry Tote is a reusable solution that keeps your totes totally dry. Dry Tote's uber dry silica beads can literally suck a shot glass worth of water right out of the air. Just a simple packet that totally sucks. Humidity, that is. And each Dry Tote comes with this little wetness indicator that tells you when it's sucked up all the humidity it can, and it just can't suck no more. Then you recharge it. No, Carl from North Dakota, you don't plug it in. You toss it in the microwave or leave it in the sun until that color turns back to blue. Dry Tote keeps your stuff drier than a Mormon bishop on a Sunday.
What the heck, hon? This isn't root beer.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's the Atacama Desert. You know, the driest desert in the world? They want their dryness back. But you don't need the Atacama deserts. You can get your own dryness at drytote.com. Buy them in packs of 5 to 50 and drop them in your boats, RVs, totes, bins, Boxes, basements, closets, safes, toolboxes, ammo boxes, holes with boxes, camera cases, gear cases, and just about any places. Drytote.com. Keep your stuff a totes dry.
Okay, we're taking a break from our episode here to talk about our sponsor, Red Planet Resorts. Have you ever dreamed of swapping Earth's routine for the red sands of Mars? Well, welcome to Red Planet Resorts, your ticket to a luxurious, immersive Martian adventure without ever leaving your home. With a 26-month virtual journey, you'll embark on a 7-month interstellar voyage aboard the Starship Galileo. You'll spend a year at a high-end resort on Mars, and then you'll return for another 7-month journey back to Earth, all while enjoying cutting-edge safety systems, full medical suites, and gravity-simulating comfort. There's several packages you can choose from for your trip to Mars. There's a level A luxury suite. There's level B with your classic journey with a work exchange program. It's just really, really, really cool. Our resort destinations, we have several. We have Olympus Mons. We have Valles Marineris. I still don't know how NASA pronounces it. But we offer breathtaking landscapes, popular excursions like lava tube exploration, crater treks, and more. It's more than a virtual getaway, though. It's an ultimate disconnect, a way to explore and make your mark on human history. Hundreds of 5-star reviews rave about the perfect blend of relaxation, adventure, and imagination. One guest called it the perfect mix of relaxation and exploration. Highly recommend. So, are you ready to make your interplanetary travel a reality? Well, head to redplanetresorts.com and use the promo code non-professional-development at checkout, and you get 20% off your Martian journey today. Who says you can't be chasing your dreams just a little out of this world?
Welcome back to the episode. Thank you for checking out our amazing sponsors at Red Planet Resorts and Dry Tote. You should go check them out. Just remind all you listeners, viewers, you get 10% off your first order by putting in non-professional development into the promo code. These guys are awesome. They hook us up with stuff all the time. It's both great companies. So during the break, we were talking about the non-professional development sleepover with full footy pajamas. That's going to be happening soon.
I'm in.
And
oh, wait, it's at my house. I'm definitely in.
Yeah, you have to be there. 'Cause
And-
otherwise, that's a
eat
burglary.
like champs.
Yeah. So definitely, if you're listening to us, watching us, this is the time to get in on the Patreon, because that episode. Now, we're going to share some little nuggets with you guys, but that full episode is going to be on our Patreon channel. So make sure you check that out. But I have a question for you boys. We have to watch a movie during the sleepover.
This is already predetermined,
Okay, but I just want to ask you this. So I'm going to.
isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I thought we decided this.
What are we watching? Did you decide this unilaterally?
No, I feel like this decision was made.
By
Inside-
you apparently. And
No,
Inside,
I thought we
but
made it. I thought we made this
Inside
decision.
Out 2 on
We
Pixar.
made this decision in episode 12
Oh, did we? Inside Out 2?
12.
with
You actually went down numbers.
we gotta
had
watch-
push pops at the same time.
We got to watch I think in Remembrance,
470.
we got to watch a Chuck Norris movie. I can't, I had to
don't
walk out
know
of the
that
room.
That's a good idea.
That's true. That'd be too sad.
Too soon.
Too soon. We'll figure out the movie, but I want to ask you guys this question.
Wait, but I want to know what his idea was.
Oh yeah, what was your idea before I get into the next section?
I don't remember. It was a movie.
What movie? You just said.
Probably The Martian. He loves that movie.
Can we?
Yeah, we can do The Martian, buddy. It's a great movie.
Moving on.
So
Love that movie.
now that's a newer movie. I want to ask you guys a question. I'm going to get a little nostalgic for a second because I thought about this after last episode. So we were talking
His
about last.
nostalgia always goes to Ted's Time Machine, which is never good.
No, this one's fine. I didn't even call it
believe
Ted's
you.
Time Machine. So last episode, if you didn't listen or watch last episode, go back and watch it. It's awesome. But we talked about
that was the episode where we did the ice bucket challenge, right?
No, that was a long time ago. This is where we talked about Blockbuster and going out on a Friday night with our friends, right?
Oh.
When we were we're millennials, like going to the Blockbuster and stuff.
Tommy
But-
K's video.
Yeah, exactly. Tommy K's or Video Galaxy for me in the town I grew up in. But what I thought about afterwards, which was so funny, is did you ever watch a movie when you were a kid?
No.
And then that tracks
It
with
does
your
track.
life now. Watch a movie as a kid that now as an adult you've seen it again and you were like, why did my parents let me watch that?
No. I never had that issue.
Really?
Yeah.
So mine was A Never-Ending Story. That movie is a fever dream. That movie doesn't even make sense. At 7 years old, I watch a horse get drowned in a mud
Well, that's
pit.
the only scene.
It's the whole movie. Have you watched it as an adult?
Yeah.
The whole plot line is senseless.
I don't know if you ride. I would love to ride.
No, the Falcor scene. No, that's
fluffy
see,
dragon.
but that's the only scene anyone ever remember. Do you remember anything else about the movie?
Yeah, there's like a weird maze with like a.
Nope, that's a different
worm.
movie. Nope. That's
No,
the one
there
with
is.
that's the one with David Bowie. That's a different kids movie, which was also
Is it?
a horrifically dark. What was that movie called? What's the David Bowie one with the Muppets?
See, I feel like the David Bowie one we should not have seen because of the sock, or it wasn't a sock, whatever it was, the tights.
Labyrinth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Labyrinth.
Right. Yeah. That
Like
you're
that
right.
movie-
That
like-
was the maze. That would be.
That's the maze one. Labyrinth.
what the word labyrinth means. Yeah.
But A Never-Ending Story is a crazy movie, and I'm
It's
like,
like that bookstore. They're like in a bookstore, right?
oh, he's in the
in the
I
attic.
think the attic of a bookstore.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, do his parents ever look for him? Like, as an adult now, I'm looking back, like, are his parents ever concerned that he's not home during a thunderstorm? Because because I think he's like 8 or 9 in the movie.
You're right.
If my 9-year-old,
I remember because I remember that the window
remember the window blows open?
blows open. Oh,
And
Atreyu. That's what I'm going to name my child.
You shouldn't, because Atreyu is the one. Oh,
also
wait, no,
a
he's
band.
the warrior. What's the
I'm going to name
what's
my
the horse
child-
that goes? Then I
don't
thought
care. I'm going to name my child Atreyu. That's why I don't have a child.
Bastion. No, never mind. That's the kid.
I'm going to name. What should I name Atreyu? I'm just
Look,
gonna,
what's the name of the horse
Artax.
in the Never-Ending Story?
Artax.
Artax. I'm like, I look back. I'm like, why did my parents let me watch a horse drown when I was 7?
Did you ever watch
What is that?
the second one?
Can you?
There's a second one.
no. Google. What is the?
What's the rating? How did the Never-Ending Story 2 get rated?
Atreyu. Google this.
Oh boy,
Atreyu
which is also like a really cool metal band.
Yeah.
space.
The drummer can like really go in.
space,
Yeah.
Space.
Oh, he sings. Yeah.
Oh,
No. Space. Space bar. Origin. Like what country is the word Atreyu? Yeah, Atreyu name origin. German. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Well, it came from it got
That's
made
all
up
I
for the
wanted
Never-Ending
to
Story.
know.
It's like, all the stuff that Tolkien made up for the
So you know
Lord
what
of
I'm
the
gonna
Rings.
do? You know what I'm gonna do now?
What?
I'm gonna make a bangers and mash. Oh, that's English.
I would say not German.
I'm gonna do a spatzel.
That's pasta-ish.
And what was that thing we had at the Biggie?
oh,
Schnitzel?
a schnitzel.
Schnitzel and spatzel push pop. And I'm gonna name it.
That I would actually
I'm
like.
gonna
That would
name
be
it
good.
the Atreyu.
I actually don't hate that idea. I'm mad that I don't hate this
I
idea.
know.
And I'm going to make it really long and call it the never-ending story of Atreyu.
I hate that your food truck idea is actually not a terrible
That's
idea.
a good idea. The
It's a
never-ending Atreyu.
Well, you would just call it, the Atreyu. Well, we'll work on the ins and outs of it.
I mean, we could call it
Did
the
you have a movie that
Schwarzenegger,
was
but-
it this one? What did you watch as a kid, Goose? That now, if you watch it as an adult, you're like, what the heck?
Johnny Five. What movie was that? What's the name of the movie? It wasn't Johnny Five.
You
That
didn't
was
watch
that was the
movies as a kid.
character. That was the character.
I also watched Jaws as a kid.
Wait, what was there was that movie? Johnny Five was the robot, but what was the?
Isn't that a show? Isn't that like
No, it was something. It was the name of the movie was. Oh, this is so annoying.
Johnny
Yeah.
Five? Oh, it's Short Circuit
Short
2?
Circuit. That's the movie.
Short Circuit. That one you watched as a kid?
Yeah, but I don't feel like it was traumatizing. I don't feel like well, it was. I remember when he got smashed, and I was very upset by the kids in the alley, and they smashed him. Remember?
Goose, what about you? What movie did you watch?
For some reason,
Ghostbusters.
the only one that really comes out is
Very
like
traumatic.
Twisters.
He got
Twister.
he got mad when
Yeah.
they got Slimer. They're like, oh, the poor thing was innocent.
The only thing I never really watched.
I forever thought we were gonna get nailed by a tornado, and that was
You were like-
100%. Like I was up, it was over.
You were scared of
it.
tornadoes for a long time.
Yeah, and
Those
then,
things are terrifying.
well,
I am
especially in
we
that
are-
movie, it's
So we are
it's
very
jaws
fortunate.
of weather.
We are
Yeah.
very fortunate that we don't live.
I think
in
that's why I'm
Tornado
scared of
Alley.
sharks, because I watched Jaws as a kid too. Like my
Jaws
dad
was another one.
My dad was a big like '90s like action movie person. So like I watched like all the Steven Seagal movies, Chuck Norris
very different
movies,
childhoods. You guys are
Jean-Claude
so
Van
much
Damme
younger
movies.
than me. Like my TV, like that stuff was scrambled all day long. Like you couldn't see anything. All you could see was the channels that came in by the airwaves. So you had like 3 channels.
God, Dave, you're so old.
All right.
I didn't have cable. It was. Are you kidding? Like it was like
We're talking on like VHS players.
I remember
like,
we got cable when I was like older, like in like high school. But
All
Yeah.
right. Well, maybe the kids are right. Maybe you are old.
this reminds me of a sleepwalking story.
You are.
You ready for this?
You're old.
So I
Yeah.
sleepwalked.
Let's hear it.
I
This episode's
did
off
you
the
ever-
rails now.
Did you ever
anyway.
sleepwalk?
I think I did once, but I
Did
had
you
a,
ever sleepwalk,
But I had a
Mark?
fever. It was probably after
no,
watching
my older
Neverending
brother
Story.
did.
So I should honestly call my dad. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna just do it.
Wait, can I play this clip real fast? Do you guys ever see this? Speaking of old movies.
Oh, Titanic is great. That's a great.
No, but did you know that he like accurately wanted them to feel fear?
Really? Oh, I have seen this where they just flood the water and
Like
these
they-
people
he
are trying to run
literally-
away.
Like he literally floods it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's crazy.
hang on. Can I play this? I gotta do this.
Yeah, you can call your
So-
dad. We're
yeah,
just doing
we're just showing Titanic
I
clips.
gotta explain what happened here.
Okay.
Because this is nuts.
Look at that.
And I want to see if my recollection matches my
your
dad's
dad's. Okay.
recollection. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
I apologize.
Titanic was a crazy
I
movie.
apologize. Hang on. This could be bad. I don't know.
Oh, great.
We got to wait till you see if he connects.
Yeah.
Get closer.
Hey, what's going on, Dad? How are you?
Good. What's new?
So you're on the podcast. I apologize.
You're what?
You're on the podcast, Dad.
podcast.
I'm on a podcast.
Yep.
Yeah. Only because I just had a recollection in my lifetime, and I wanted to see if my recollection matched your recollection.
Okay.
This could be bad.
He's already
This
like,
could
I
be
don't
very
want to
bad.
do this.
All right, so I have a memory that I slept walk once, and I remember going down to the basement and like I was watching like static electricity or whatever on the TV. And I remember you saying, "Oh, it's time to go back to bed." And then I remember a second time where I left the house and was sitting outside in the snow. Is that accurate?
It was both of them were accurate.
boy.
However, when you were sitting outside in the snow, you only had underwear on.
Oh no,
You told this story on the podcast, but like on a different episode.
did I?
I feel like I remember the sleep, or maybe it was at one of your birthday parties.
So that's
the dinner conversation is always very intriguing.
So I remember you saying that you heard the door open.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah. You sleepwalked out there. You're out there. It was snow out there. And you just had what you were sleeping in on.
Was it the same style of underwear you wear now?
Is it the same underwear I have on now?
Well, how would he know that? You don't even know what your underwear you're wearing now.
He goes, probably. All right. Yeah, no, that's bad. I remember you saying that you heard the front door unlock and you're like, something's not right.
Dude, you're haunted, I think.
Yeah.
Like the first one, like you
Yeah.
downstairs with like just watching
Yeah,
snow.
I remember the vision of
That's like the scene from Poltergeist. Dude. Pull up TV
and just
scene Poltergeist.
seeing static on the TV. All right. Well, thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Have a good day. Yep. Bye. So see, my memory's not wrong.
This was you. Just go to images.
Yeah, I was just sitting on the.
Just-
yeah. No, that was literally it. I remember sitting in the dark.
Dude, if I was your parent, I'd
In
be
the
terrified. I'm
basement.
like, we have to sell the house.
Yeah.
Imagine
With him
so
in it.
you imagine being
Asleep. Just
imagine you being a parent. So you're a parent.
I am.
Right? Imagine
Selling the house.
Imagine you hear a noise and you're like, what was that? And you get up and you walk down the hall and you look and your daughter is sitting on the couch in the complete darkness watching static.
I'd sell the house. There's no other thing.
That's what my
so,
dad
like, what
did.
would you? So let me ask
Like
you a
my
question.
dad's like, it's time.
Like, I
for-
think you told the
time
story the
to
other
go
day.
Back to bed.
I think you told the story
Dave.
during EMT. Like, what would you do if you found a spider's nest in your house? What are you going to do to the house?
Burn the house
Burn
down.
it down.
100%.
Yeah, house.
Gonna get rid of
house
it.
goes away.
Yeah, the house-
But you can't do that with a kid.
No. Well, I would not with them inside the house. That's,
No, yeah, but like that's a kid. Like I don't know what you do with.
Yeah.
But imagine I walked outside in tighty whities is what my dad was referring to.
yeah.
So I slept out. I slept walked and walked outside in tighty whities, Mark, in the middle of the winter. Sat down in the snowbank. My dad's like, I think I just heard the door close. Thank God he did because
you would have no
who
longer
knows?
been with
This
us.
show would
Right.
be co-hosted
I don't know
by
about
somebody
that.
else, probably.
But my dad, he goes and he opens the front door, and sure enough, I'm sitting out in the snow. Like he must and this was after the other thing. He must have been like, my kid's possessed. Like
I
this
would've
is
thought that,
this
yeah.
You know what the
this
crazy
not
part
a good
is?
idea.
Is
like I should
that-
ask him that. Like were you scared? I should have asked him.
Yeah, we'll catch him on.
Yeah.
We'll catch him on the birthday
We can
episode.
bring him on as a guest one day.
Well, we'll catch him on the birthday episode,
Should have asked him.
Oh.
which is going to be coming up soon.
I
You're gonna no,
no,
save it.
I
Cut this.
I can't. Don't
Goose,
cut
cut it. No, we're
Don't
cutting it. This is going to be for the birthday episode. Cut
No,
it.
I already started the
No,
dialing.
it's too late. We're going to
No.
cut this whole thing.
No, I started
Yep.
the dialing.
He's like kind of my boss too, though. So
I'm the boss of this
I
podcast.
started the dialing.
he's
Yeah,
not
no,
going
but
to
you
answer.
can just say he's
Yeah.
going to answer. He's always going to answer.
All right. Yeah.
Got him. All right.
Smart.
Perfect. Well, you
Smart
know what?
guy.
He's like, no more questions.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Yeah,
he's
he's like, I'm not coming back on this podcast. He's like, that's enough.
like, my kid is off the rails.
But you know what the crazy part is? Is like these stories, they are wild. But now knowing you as an adult, I'm like, yeah, that absolutely tracks. That's just,
With Dave?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It just tracks. It's right there, right where I expected it to
I was
be.
talking to somebody at the restaurant last night.
Like the needle of weird to like not just dances back and forth and you fall in like a,
Thank you.
It's like a
You know.
tango.
yeah.
I like this.
And he does know how to tango, which is crazy, which also falls inside the needle of weirdness of Dave.
Yeah.
Gold medal winner.
That's even wilder.
Right.
All right, moving on.
The rose. I didn't do the rose, but yeah. Carrying on.
Yeah, well, I'm going to save the last segment. I think we have dragged our listeners down a big enough hole today.
I don't know. I kind of
You having fun?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to keep going. I'm just going to do the outro, and then we can have a little outtake session.
Wow.
I just want to say this to all of our listeners.
Should I? Okay.
Let me do the outros. Thank you guys so much for listening to us again. This has been an amazing episode of Non-Professional Development. Ted, still. Dave. Oh, you're really letting me do it. Wow, that's crazy. We appreciate you guys coming out for another episode.
It's okay.
This is our first episode after
Watch, I'm
our
gonna crop that- I'm
milestone
gonna-
of a year.
I'm gonna crop dust mark. Watch.
I'm never going to get clean outros
No,
ever,
ever.
in the history of this
Get
show.
away from me.
So
Go away. No.
I'm going to redo these
No.
outros after. Folks, this
Go sit down.
this show has been commandeered.
I just farted at work.
This episode is going to be the worst one you have to
Smell it.
edit in like
You
the
smell
last
it.
like 10 episodes. No.
Got him.
Good. So thank you guys for hanging out for another episode of Non-Professional Development. We appreciate you guys for coming out. If you are listening to our show, whether it's Spotify, whether it's iTunes, anywhere you're getting your podcast audio only, please smash that 5 stars. Leave
Crop
us a
dust
nice
that
review.
like button.
Crop dust the like button. Hit the 5 stars. Give us a good review. If you are watching us on YouTube, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Hang out with us every single week.
Every
Wanna-
like we get, I'll fart and mark.
I think that's a good deal. Check out our socials. Everything is at Non-Professional Development. Find us on Facebook. Find us on Instagram. Definitely hit us up on TikTok. That's where you're going to see all those fun reels, especially the stuff that's only coming out on Patreon. That's where you're going to see all the reels of our episodes that you can't get regular. And if you're interested, go check out our Patreon. We have some really cool stuff there. Dave did some
Actually,
really
really
cool,
good stuff
yeah.
there.
Dave did some really cool business stuff on there. We're going to keep expanding that. There's going to be some exclusive episodes on there. We might do this outtakes episode because today has been
lasers.
insane.
Lasers.
So we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us
Exclusive
again. Exclusive merch is going to be on there soon as well. So we appreciate you guys for hanging out, and we will see you next week.